Talk to us. Where's Alan Sue's money?
48-year-old Vitaly Safarik, owner of Dream Auto, eventually busted by federal agents as he was about to board a flight out of town. Safarik was charged with conspiracy to commit wire fraud.
I can't trust a soul anymore. I don't trust my next door neighbor.
Hi. Today, again, I'm going to be talking about car dealerships, especially used car dealerships, to expose the sneaky tricks they use to try to drain your wallet. The question is, can you spot every single one before they actually try to rip you off? Buying a car should be exciting. You get that new car smell, the shiny paint, maybe even bragging rights. But car dealerships, they've mastered the art of sneaky tricks that could cost thousands of dollars. We're going to try to uncover just how far some of them will go. And if you're about to buy a car, this could literally save you thousands of dollars. So the first scam you have to look out for is the hidden fees. You'll see a car listed for about $25,000 and you're pumped. But when you sit down to sign, boom, suddenly it's $28,000. They'll throw in documentation fees, prep fees, and even charge you for things that the car already comes with, like a tire pressure sensor. And that's like ordering a pizza and getting charged extra for the cheese. The next scam is the low monthly payment trap. And it sounds great, but you're wrong. They're going to stretch your loan to 84 months, jack up the interest rate, and suddenly you're paying way more than the car is actually worth. It's like signing up for Netflix, but realizing you're locked in for 7 years at triple the price. Take a look at this particular feature.
Marva Ebo of Bolton bought this 2016 Mazda SUV 3 years ago. Unfortunately, when she got a loan, she had credit issues. She borrowed just over $40,000 for the vehicle over 6 years. At almost 13% interest, the cost of borrowing is more than $17,000.
My credit was just below 600, so it was really hard to get any credit. So, of course, they approved me, but with a very high interest rate.
After paying $800 a month for the past 3 years, she still owes about $30,000 for the car, even though it's worth less than half that.
It's really, really frustrating. And I just reached a point now I don't know what to do.
Even if you have good credit, a recent survey found the total cost of car ownership in Canada is almost $1,400 a month. When you have bad credit, it's a lot more than that.
The data is showing that negative equity in car loans is now higher than it's ever been before.
Car Help Canada says anyone with poor credit or who has declared bankruptcy can end up with never-ending car payments.
The interest cost, the cost of financing ends up being so incredibly high that it quickly drowns them in debt, and they're left with a vehicle that's worth significantly less than what they originally paid for it.
It's important to maintain a good credit rating to avoid having to take out loans with high-interest lenders.
If you miss just one payment, regardless of what that amount is, it can have a very real impact on your credit score. So you want to be really careful about that.
I do need a car. I just can't afford $800 a month.
For anyone stuck in a high-interest loan, you could refinance, sell your car, or trade it in for something more affordable. Car Help Canada suggests paying it off as quickly as you can.
There's no easy way out of it. You just have to pay down the debt as quickly as you can, pay off the vehicle, and just hold on to it.
And that's partly on her, and that is why some of these car dealerships actually exist. You are actually biting off more than you can chew. She doesn't need such an expensive car. You have to go according to your wallet. Dealerships actually love people like her, and that's why dealerships love add-ons. Extended warranties, paint protection, GPS trackers, maintenance plans, stuff you don't actually need. And they'll sell it like your life depends on it. I've literally seen people pay $2,000 for a warranty they'll never use. And it's basically candy at the checkout line, but on steroids. They'll also pull the buy now or lose it card. Oh, another buyer's interest, or the price is only good today. The classic car pressure actually plays it. And it's the same trick as a YouTuber yelling, only 24 hours left to buy my merchandise, except this one could cost you a year of rent. Let's take a look at our next feature.
5:30, a CBS News Miami investigation. A South Florida woman says she bought a lemon from a local car dealer and was ordered to take back the car and refund her money. But she has found it has not been that simple. Good evening, I'm Jim Barrett.
I'm Naja Sherman. As CBS News Miami's Steve Majuri found out, that dealership may have violated Florida law.
Kim Muratori says her 2018 Mercedes E400 has sat in her parking lot for about a year. She says a mechanic has deemed it unsafe to drive.
I was advised not to drive it more than a yard or two.
This is just one of the issues she's run into since she first bought it as a certified pre-owned car in November of 2022 from Mercedes-Benz of Fort Lauderdale. She says about 6 months after buying it, she saw its bumper had fallen off with a zip tie holding it to the frame.
I was in shock. You know, when you buy a certified Mercedes-Benz, you expect it to be in good, not just mechanical shape, but the body structure, all of those things.
She says the dealer fixed the bumper at no cost. But then she says the car started running rough. So she had an independent Mercedes technician run tests. And the technician found in this diagnostic report that the car had been driven 114,688 kilometers. That's about 71,000 miles, which was much higher than the 39,000 miles shown on the dash.
It's almost double the mileage.
After another independent mechanic determined the car shouldn't be on the road due to damaged suspension components, she hired a lawyer. And
Yeah, but here's another point in buying a used car, especially a used car, and luxury brands such as Mercedes. Yes, the prices have gotten a little bit less expensive especially for the used car market, because one of the consumer reports came out is that, well, a lot of other YouTubers, experts, mechanics came out and said used Mercedes are not one of the top used cars to purchase, but one of the number one rule in purchasing a used car, and that what she actually violated this one, was not getting a mechanic to check on the car in the first place. So she would have saved herself all this trouble by having the mechanic there and then before she actually signed off and handed over her hard-earned money for this particular vehicle.
Went to arbitration with the dealer and won. Mercedes-Benz's website says certified pre-owned cars must pass a 165-point inspection. An arbitrator said the dealer could not produce a completed Mercedes-Benz certified pre-owned checklist during the hearings. Muratori says she never got one either.
I felt like the arbitrator was knowledgeable about this process. He knew the internal paperwork of Mercedes-Benz better than I think they did.
Because of that, the arbitrator ruled the dealer violated the Florida Deceptive and Unfair Trade Practices Act. The arbitrator added that no reason has been given for the absence of the CPO checklist. The arbitrator awarded Muratori over $66,000 in total damages and told the dealer to take the car back and cover her attorney's fees. The dealer's appeal with the American Arbitration Association failed.
I was grateful for the arbitration award, but right after that, their attorney, who was in Fort Lauderdale, basically just blew us off.
And Muratori says she still hasn't gotten anything yet, so she's going to court to get this enforced.
We've made every attempt to notify them, to reach out to their attorney. Their attorney says he's too busy, maybe next week, so he is avoiding bringing this to closure.
When reached for comment, the dealer's general manager referred us to the dealer's parent company, AutoNation, who declined to comment, citing the pending legal battle. We reached out to the dealer's attorney 4 different days this week and have not gotten a response. Mercedes-Benz USA said they'd get back to us, but we still haven't heard back from them. Muratori says she will have to keep paying her lawyer to go through all this.
I keep pouring money out, money out, money out.
The arbitrator also ruled that the dealership must pay Muratori back for every...
Yeah, all they're going to do is just stretch this out as much as possible in order to satisfy the actual sale that was spent on that vehicle. Basically, used car dealerships, like I tell you, a lot of new car dealerships, they're not too hell-bent on certified used car because sometimes they actually pour in more than they actually get back. And here's one of the worst in dealing with a used car dealership is the bait and switch. They advertise a car for a crazy low price and you drive all the way there and then suddenly, oh, sorry, that one was just sold. But hey, we've got something similar for way more. And yeah, right, they actually try to do that with a lot of people. And don't even get me started on the trade-ins. They'll lowball your old car so badly it feels like theft. So you think your car's worth $10,000, they'll generously offer $5,000 for your car. And like what you're seeing right here in this video, if you buy a car without doing the proper research, you end up overpaying by thousands of dollars and get stuck with either a high interest rate or a lemon. And you can get talked into an extended warranty you don't actually need. And that's a $2,000 mistake that you'll never ever get back. And these aren't random situations. This happens every single day. But the one that took the cake is this one you're seeing on the screen right here that says Hawaii man fully refunded after being scammed out of $275,000 in luxury car deal. I've actually covered this story twice, but thankfully local news 10 you're seeing here followed up with this story and was able to get a complete refund for the man. It was actually their help because the FBI had to actually step in and started investigating the used car dealers, and it was a total mess. But I'll let it run for a while and then we'll interject. Take a look at this.
$75,000 in a luxury car deal now has every penny back following a Local 10 News investigation. What we reported in April of 2024 sparked a multi-agency criminal case.
And tonight, the unexpected ending, and Local 10 News investigator Jeff Weinseer broke this story and is back now with an update.
Alan Sue was suicidal. He admits he made the biggest mistake of his life, out $275,000. That's his life savings. After he exposed what happened, the Hollywood Police Department, the FBI jumped on it, and Alan Sue got a major surprise.
My bank shows that the wire transfer had been made for the full amount with $275,000.
But let me give you a scenario. This gentleman you're seeing here, Alan Sue, he made the purchase of a Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon, the one with the Barabbas, if I pronounce the name right. But he's living in Hawaii and he bought the vehicle online without actually seeing the car. Big mistake. And guess what? He paid $275,000, wired the money completely to a stranger in another country. Well, it's the United States, but you get the drift.
Recently came out of the blue, $275,000 back in Alan Sue's bank account.
This is like a gift out of heaven.
When Alan Sue first contacted us 16 months ago, he was broken, embarrassed, shunned by his family, and told us this.
I'm tearing hairs out here. I'm trying to stay calm. Seriously, Jeff, I thought about killing myself.
Sue admits he has no one to blame but himself. He lives in Hawaii, and back in April 2024, he spotted this 2023 Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon online, tricked out with what looked like a rare, high-end Brabus appearance and performance package. The look, the price. He had to have it. That G-Wagon was located right here in South Florida at Dream Auto Collection in Hollywood. So Sue wired Dream Auto $275,000, money he had saved for his granddaughter's college. The SUV was never shipped. He was being ghosted by the dealership. He had been ripped off. Across the Pacific, Sue was in a panic. When searching online, he found our report about a Georgia couple ripped off by the same dealership, so he reached out to...
So you see exactly how important research is, and we're going to go into that part. Let's finish this up.
Us.
You called me back, and you were interested in my story.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not going to talk to you.
Why not? $275,000? We went to Dream Auto ourselves. He sent you $275,000.
That's it.
Where is this car? Do you think you're going to get away with this? We contacted the state. Dream Auto's license to operate was immediately yanked. The Hollywood Police Department, the FBI were now on the case. And we didn't back down because $275,000 is a lot of money.
Talk to us. Where's Alan Sue's money?
48-year-old Vitaly Stefanik, owner of Dream Auto, eventually arrested, busted by federal agents as he was about to board a flight out of town. Stefanik was charged with conspiracy to commit wire fraud.
I can't trust a soul anymore. I don't trust my next door neighbor.
But recently, the man accused of the ripoff paid full restitution.
I never thought I'd get 1 red cent back. I went from feeling like I didn't belong on this earth anymore. I went to feeling joy, elation, and my life had been restored. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, Jeff.
And that's exactly how far this can actually reach if you don't take the necessary steps. We've been trying to tell a lot of people right throughout the years, but they never listen. So how do you beat the system? Step 1, importantly, research the car's real market value before you even walk into the dealership. Step 2, get pre-approved for financing. Don't rely on the dealership. Step 3, negotiate the total price, not just the monthly payment. And most importantly, don't let anyone pressure you into signing on the spot. If the deal stinks, walk away. And in Alan Sue's case, I don't even know what to say. That's on a different level. Car dealerships are basically running a high-stakes game of cat and mouse. If you're not careful, you're the mouse. But now, you've got the cheat codes. There's all over the place. Comment below if you've ever been hit with one of these tricks. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Until next time.